Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be following on by looking at yesterday's Nexbridge Hydrocarbons press release and focusing on some additional questions looking at liquidity and resolution, and we're also going to be finishing off by looking at the top 10 stocks, growth stocks under $10. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first headline here from investing.com, we can see it was a good week, close of play on the Friday. The Dow Jones was up 0.7%. And the S&P 500 was also up 1.2%, and overall the Nasdaq ended up 2.3%. So a good recovery in the market. So going forward from Monday, we can see it is a huge week for earnings. We have some significant players here, including Netflix, ASML. We also have Visa, Intel and PCA, and hopefully we get a good bounce in the markets and this continues. So we know that another stock that we have been covering in the channel is quite regularly is Nvidia, and obviously Nvidia has hit all-time highs. So good news and good luck here to Nancy Pelosi, who's also just recently invested in Nvidia, and this was a purchase of approximately $5 million in Nvidia call options, and the stock is now up 22% since that. So if you are able to follow Nancy and her trades, I'm sure you will do very well. So following on from yesterday's video and also the press release, we're going to focus on some important questions. So the first question we're focusing on is with regard to the dates. So what David Lauer has stated is that the only reason for justification for transparency, and he's been consistent with his calls, he doesn't think that there is much that FINRA can do given their authority, and I think he thinks that the anger that directed at them is completely misdirected. So I do think seems to be a little bit of loyalty still towards FINRA, because obviously David Lauer has worked with FINRA, but he does say here on a positive note that SEC and DOJ, Department of Justice, should be on top of this. So John Smith has stated they changed the dates of the corporate action, they deserve the anger. So David Lauer does not understand this, and he stated they corrected the dates, there is a difference, but I think it's now time to correct David, because obviously David thinks the dates were corrected. So Rare DD has stated FINRA corrected the dates on the 8th of December, so why the U3 halt on the 9th of December? How did a 13th of December share cancellation get on the first corporate action? FINRA created and modified both MMTLP corporate action. So that's the first response after that. What David has stated is he thinks the entire situation was a total clusterfuck. He's got no idea what happened behind the scenes. So if you have got no idea, then obviously you need to reserve a little bit of judgment. But he does believe that the halt was needed. This is where I think he's wrong. Most people think he's wrong. The halt was definitely not needed, but he thinks it's because the trades after the halt would not have settled. So is he basically saying they've settled now, because that's also not happened. He thinks and in terms of Cable, what Cable has responded, he says they didn't need to settle, they just needed to be cancelled. Obviously Cable stated he thought he was a professional at the market and its mechanics, certainly not showing that, and Cable has stated, how do you not understand what we mean by CPO, closed position only? And I think just to sort of finish off the argument and destroy what David is saying, let's have a look at one of the old John Berda's posts with regard to the dates, and hopefully this answers David's question. He says most people are not aware that FINRA mandated and changed the corporate action. Everyone knew the last trading date was on the 12th via the S1. We allowed for T+2. So let me read that out again. They allowed for T+2 as the 14th was the issue date. Further broker dealers can settle broker to broker without DTC even after the last date according to AST. So according to what John Bird has stated here, FINRA should not have had the U3 halt. There was not a necessity to change the dates, and everything would have actually run its course. So if we now move on from the dates and have a look at the issues with regard to the SEC and FINRA, what S1 Gray has stated is Nexbridge Hydrocarbons are literally requesting a dialogue with the SEC and with FINRA to show them the evidence. Maybe you, David Lauer, could help to facilitate that. So David has responded, said if they need my help, they're welcome to reach out. They know how to get hold of me, and he doubts is anything there to do, but he is happy to help. So that's positive. And let's now move on to have a look at a question with regard to liquidity, and what ASG Vers 2592 has stated is, please explain what a liquidity solution would mean. Could this mean a cash settlement to all of us retail honest shareholders? And obviously, although that was stated in the press release, it wasn't fully explained. So here's my take on it. I think a liquidity solution would certainly mean some cash. It could mean cash in the short term. It also could mean cash from the point of view of the blockchain solution. I'm going to be looking at in the next video, just in terms of the information that was contained in the press release. As far as the liquidity solution is concerned, in the press release, I don't think this is implying a complete full solution for the overall whole thing. I think this could, as far as my reading of this is just a temporary stopgap to give potentially investors a little bit of cash that is long needed. And finally, I'm going to finish off by sharing with you 10 stocks that were shared in our DD channel in the Discord. These are 10 growth stocks priced under $10 and potentially long term could have a huge upside. So starting from the 10th one, let's have a look at which stock we have. And at number 10 that I've added is the ticker symbol JMIA, also known as Jumia Technologies. Their revenue is currently $201 million, revenue growth 5%, so fairly steady, and the valuation market cap approximately $155 million. So that's a company that's looking at e-commerce in Africa, and obviously as an innovative platform disrupting traditional retail by offering a diverse range of products, amongst other things. So let's move on to stock number 9. This is ASTS, also known as AST Space Mobile, and this has got a valuation of approximately $477 million. Revenue is $7 million, growth in revenue which is very attractive, and that is 86%. So tremendous growth there. They are pioneering in the field of space-based cellular broadband and also aiming to connect mobile phones directly to satellites. So no need for a satellite phone, and if that happens, that would be a great development. Number 8 is ticker symbol NVTS, also known as Navitas Semiconductor, and we know how the semiconductor stocks are doing. And in terms of this one, again, small a business valued at $954 million, revenue $115 million, but an attractive growth of 67%. And this has got in terms of the competitive advantage, they have at the forefront of gallium nitride power ICs, revolutionizing power in electronics with a high energy efficient technology. So certainly an innovative company there, NVTS. And the 7th one is ticker symbol INDI, Indie Semiconductor. This is a stock that has recently given a good opportunity to buy the dip. Those of you who've been following INDI, it's got a valuation of $1.2 billion market cap, revenue $342 million, with very healthy growth of 52%. So again, in the automotive and semiconductor area, the focus is on automotive semiconductors, software, driving innovation, looking at more smarter and connected vehicles. So ticker symbol INDI. And the other one at number 6 we're looking at is ticker symbol ENVX, also known as Enovix Corporation. A larger market cap here, $1.4 billion, revenue $18 million. But what's staggering about this company is the growth in revenue is 538%. It's in the industry of battery technology. They're changing the game in battery technology with their 3D silicon lithium ion battery. So obviously this is something that is developing and could have a great future. So have a look at ENVX. And coming in at number 5, business you may well have heard of, ticker symbol HIMS, also known as Hims and Hers Health Incorporated, market cap $1.6 billion, revenue $1.1 billion, and revenue growth 25%. So certainly a good company in terms of financials there. They're in the telehealth, direct-to-consumer healthcare sector. They're revolutionising the healthcare delivery with a telehealth platform offering personalised, accessible treatment options. So that's very positive. Number 4 is RXRX, also known as Recursion Pharmaceuticals. So pharmaceutical stocks are usually high risk, high reward. So this has got an enterprise value of $1.8 billion, revenue $68 million, revenue growth 32%, and also in the area of AI-driven drug discovery. So they're revolutionizing drug discovery with the proprietary Recursion operating system. They're integrating AI into the experimental biology as well as automation. So good potential there for RXRX. And at number 3, the one I've added on here is ticker symbol DNA, also known as Ginkgo Bioworks. Again, another bio stock, market cap $1.8 billion, revenue $244 million, and a healthy growth in revenue of 12%. So this is in the sector of synthetic biology and biotechnology. They're looking at pioneering the field of synthetic biology using advanced bioengineering to create custom organisms for a variety of applications, ticker symbol DNA. And then at number 2, business you've also may have heard of as well, RKLB, also known as Rocket Lab USA, market cap $2.2 billion, revenue $427 million, and revenue growth a very healthy 70% in the area of aerospace and satellite launch services. So they're providing small satellite launch services, and certainly a business with great long-term potential. And finally, one that I'm sure you all know about, and that is ticker symbol SOFI. It has been featured a number of times on the channel and also in our Discord, and that is SOFI Technologies. Market cap $7.2 billion, revenue $2.5 billion, revenue growth 21% in the area of fintech. They're transforming personal finance, and it is a one-stop shop platform offering a range of financial services. So ticker symbol SOFI. So if you would like to get more DD of other stocks as well as our daily stock alerts and the weekly watch list, which will be made available tomorrow prior to trading on Monday, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.